Welcome to Oak Point Farm. 23 days ago, we released the queens on these two new Buckfast packages. We're going to go in and do a thorough hive inspection on both of them. With any luck, there's new brood hatching as of a couple of days ago. So we're going to go in here and find out how the queen's doing, see what's going on, and see how our population looks. Let's get started. All right, let's open up and see what we have here. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to pull an outside frame here. Make ourselves a little bit of room. Bees are starting to pull a little bit of honeycomb on this outer one. Nothing major yet. We didn't expect that. This was a resource frame that we put in at install just to feed the bees. We still have plenty of stores. Some fresh nectar going in place too. Looks nice. Just resources. There's capped brood. And with the holes in that capped brood, that suggests to me that we've had plenty of young bees hatching out. Looks like a few queen cells built and torn down. All right, let's go to the next. My. Looks like lots of hatched brood. There's at least three queen cells that have been chewed open. We may have had a supersedure here. I still don't see any eggs.
Nice pattern.
Oh, it is. Very light cream color. Pretty. There she is. In the corner. Pretty color. Again, lots of holes in the brood pattern suggesting that we've had a lot of hatches. But I don't see any eggs. Let's keep going. Very heavy frame. Nothing but resources. No eggs. Queen cells. Two of them been chewed open. The waggle dance. Very heavy frame. Better grip. All resources. Okay. We've had hatching brood. There's a very, very young bee. Where'd she go? Yeah. All these very light colors, especially this one right here. This one may be less than a day old. Very light colored, very fuzzy. These are very young bees. All right. All resources. No eggs.
Did you dip it towards this one just a little? Or maybe it was the wrong
All right. This should be a resource frame. But I'm very hopeful to find a queen. And no eggs. All resources. Okay. At this point, I'm going to go back through the frames, look more closely for a queen, in case we overlooked her. No, I do not see a queen. We've been through the first hive and didn't find a queen, nor any signs of a queen. We found a number of chewed open supersedure queen cells. It sure looks like this hive might be queenless. It's possible that she's out on her mating flight and hasn't made it back yet. Time will tell. But in the meantime, and again, we can't stress this enough, having more than one hive is invaluable, starting a new operation. If we only had the single hive, then we would be ordering a queen bee probably, and that's quite expensive at times. But having the second hive and the resources available, we're going to look and take some frames of eggs from this hive, introduce it to this hive, and hopefully, if they don't have a queen already, they will build another one from those fresh eggs. So let's go into this one and see what we have.
No problem.
And once again, we're going to remove a frame to give ourselves some working room. little bit of fresh wax deposited on this frame. Both sides, actually. Looks nice. Right. It certainly appears on the surface that we have much more population in this hive. We're starting to draw this frame. That's great. Yeah, what do we have? Oh my goodness, lots of fresh resources. Yeah, looks nice. Pretty easy to see the difference between the two hives. Oh my goodness, this is going to be heavy. Oh my goodness, yes, that is very heavy. That's a 7 or 8 pound frame of bees. Lots of capped brood.
The baby bee. The wings are still back.
Yeah, isn't that something? That's, wow, that bee's not even an hour old. Nice solid brood pattern. Larvae around it. And 3-day-old eggs. So our queen is here, or evidence of she's here. We see these things, she's here. Let's keep going and find her. Another nice solid brood frame. Larva,
There she
eggs.
is.
Yeah, here she is. Very large, very pretty queen. Okay, well that was easy. Now that we know where she is, let's take a quick look through the rest of this hive and find a nice frame of eggs to move over to this other one. Lots of brood. Some eggs, more brood than eggs. We have 3-day-old eggs on this frame. There's a couple of 2-day. All right, what does this frame look like? Wall-to-wall brood. My goodness. And I don't see eggs in there yet. All resources, no eggs. Hatching larvae. Oh my goodness, look what a brood pattern.
Very
Wow.
nice.
I think this might be a good one to transfer. That's heavy.
Wow. Pretty. Hmm.
What a brood pattern. Goodness, look at that. Not very many eggs though.
Maybe I'll have them on the other
Oh wow. That's what we want to see right there. That is a beautiful textbook brood frame.
It won't be long. Won't be I'll probably won't.
Yeah. What a heavy frame. Look, what a pattern of bee bread and pollen. My goodness, isn't that pretty?
Hmm.
That's all drone brood, but it's filled with honey at the moment. Drone comb. It's all filled with honey. Just notice that frame just in the bottom bar.
Oh no.
It's an all natural honeycomb frame
Yeah.
of drone brood. All right, as far as moving frames, I think that one's the best one.
And that's the one she's on.
She was over here. All right, let's compare these. Put eyes on her again. She was on this side. I see a nice brood pattern, but I don't see that many eggs.
Well, at the end, just repeat it, just in case.
All right, back on the original hive, I put this resource frame that we pulled from the other hive with the larvae and brood eggs down in here. It's a bit thicker than the other frames as the bees have drawn out quite a bit of honeycomb on that frame. We can only get 9 frames into this hive for the time being, so 9 it is. We'll come back and check on it in a few days. But in the meantime, the bees will start working on that honeycomb and probably tearing down some of it. And when they do, we'll put the 10th frame back in, and all will be well. So in the meantime, we'll give these girls a few days to get adjusted to this new brood, and hopefully build a new queen if they don't have one. So let's close this up. Both hives are buttoned back up. We'll come back and check in a couple days. Hopefully this hive will have a queen, or at least the start of a new queen at that time. Time will tell, of course. But again, as a seasoned beekeeper, I cannot stress this enough to new beekeepers. If you can, at all, start with 2 hives. For this very reason, it's possible that the queen failed in this first hive. Maybe it was our fault, maybe it was hers, maybe it was a combination of things. We've had a few cold days since then. Who knows? Point is, it appears that this hive is queenless. But instead of having to panic and try to find a new queen, we have resources to allow them to make a new queen. As always, we hope you find this helpful, educational, and entertaining. So we'll come back and check on them in a few days. We'll update them. As always, thanks for watching.